What's up, everybody? It's Wednesday night, and it's time for Super Geeked Up! All right, my name is Jeff. Thank you guys very much for watching. This is your geeky chat and improv comedy show. We always appreciate you guys tuning in to our new season here. This is the third episode of our current season. I am joined by guest co-hosts from the Points of Interest Podcast Network, Francis Fernandez.
Howdy.
Hey, Francis.
I don't know why I did that.
No, it was great. And you had your own cheering section here. In the thing too, so that's great. Thank you very much. This is a very special show, folks. We like to do this once every season at least. This is our Patreon show, and this is where we have a lot of really awesome people who support us on Patreon. And at a certain level, we have them come on our show every time. And so these are some super cool people. We have from No Like It Ignite, Maria and Justin Duran. Hi, guys.
Hey, hi, everybody. That's what the howdy was for.
Oh, there you go. Excellent. Cool. Maria and Justin are awesome. Actually, last time I saw them in person, was at San Diego Comic-Con. So,
yes.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun. Who I did not see at San Diego Comic-Con because he lives in England. It is Craig Poole. What's up, Craig?
Hey!
Yes.
Not that you can't travel to San Diego from England. I'm not saying that's not possible. But he just didn't.
Aww. They've invented transatlantic flying?
Yeah, you'll get there one day.
There's this thing called ships. Who knew?
Oh, my goodness. Victor says, hello to the new host. Yes, well, Francis has guest co-hosted before, but yes, this is his first time this season. Thank you to Lisa Bersati, who did an amazing job the first 2 episodes, and she'll be back later this season. Actually, let me give a big shout out right now since Victor's in the chat. I mentioned Patreon. Victor Snyder actually just raised his Patreon pledge last week since our last show, and Lisa Bersati actually became a new Patreon.
Awesome.
Thank you for both. A special shout out to Victor and Lisa. Thank you guys very much. And everybody who's supporting us, no matter how much you give, it is very... Francis actually is one of our supporters. Thank you, Francis, as well. Wow. Everybody on here is Patreon. Great. Okay, cool. All right, so here we go, folks. We're going to tell you more about what these awesome people are up to, because they do a lot of cool stuff besides just give me money. Anyway, but we like to kick things off with our Geek Tweet of the Week question. All right, here we go. I'm calling this 50 Shades of Superheroes. 50 Shades Freed comes out this Friday. Boy, am I excited. All right, anyway, what fictional characters do you think would be most likely to engage in some sexy S&M shenanigans? All right, everybody's rolling their eyes already. I'm going to go first then. I'm going to go first since I came up with this question from my warped mind. So I'm going to go Batman, actually, because I feel that Batman has a lot of repressed stuff going on that he's kind of secretly, he likes it freaky, and he wouldn't mind Catwoman tying him up. So I'm going to go that. I'm going to also throw a shout out to Zatanna, because she's got like the fishnet stuff. I don't know. For some reason, I just think of that. I don't know. And she's magic. She's magic. Good point. In the chat, by the way, folks, please give your answers. I would love to hear your answers in the live chat. What fictional characters, they don't have to be superheroes, by the way, any fictional characters you think would be most likely to engage in some sexy S&M shenanigans. I see Victor already has a thing in the chat. He says Deadpool and Harley Quinn.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, those are both solid answers.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Lisa, the aforementioned Lisa, Lisa, you missed it. I gave you a nice shout out. But anyway, she's in the chat, and she says, yo, I heard there were 50 Shades of Awesome in here. You heard correctly.
Yay, Lisa.
Necrodia says, let me guess, Jeff, Black Widow and Lara Croft. Oh, shit. Guess what, sir? I fooled you. I didn't say that at all. I actually didn't think of either of them. For once, I don't mention Lara Croft in the show, except I had to read it. So.
Oh, unusual.
It is. We had a big discussion last week about Lara Croft. Necrodia says Harley Quinn, Poison Ivy, and Catwoman. I see a bat-themed villain thing going on here with the...
Makes sense.
It does make sense.
Yeah.
Catwoman was actually the first one I thought of, but I figured somebody else would say that, so I went somewhere else. Blair Beveridge says the Borg Queen and Picard from Star Trek.
Wow.
I would have gone Riker with that one, but Picard, sure.
Yeah.
Well, they're both bald.
grabbing each other's heads. And...
Sexy, man. Let's see. Lisa says, Catwoman whips babes. All right. Okay, yes, absolute Catwoman.
She does have the whips, yeah.
Yeah, she's already set for that. And she's got the costume already, too, I feel. All right, cool. There's a bunch. Thank you, folks, for sharing all that awesome stuff. Craig, what's your choice?
I've gone a slightly different road, so I kind of thought that being one of the most powerful beings in the world, you're gonna want to try something new, and you're gonna want someone else to control. So I've kind of thought of Superman as the sub and Lois Lane as the dom.
Oh my goodness! Wow, how about that?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see that one coming.
Neither did he. You are there.
I can see that though. You're right. He's so powerful. He's always in control. He likes to reverse it.
Was in control. Yeah. Try something new.
Good. Blair, by the way, who came up with the Borg Queen Picard thing, says bald on bald action. Yep. Good for you. Keep those chats coming, folks. Also, you can tweet us at Super Geeked Up. I know Carlos Bathory's in Twitter. He had sent a question we'll use later in the thing. And he actually answers this question. Carlos says Doctor Who and Catwoman. Oh, Doctor Who. That's interesting.
Doctor Who?
Which one? Yeah. I know. That's always the question. You tell us in the chat, Carlos. What you meant.
The one with the celery.
Slightly off topic for a second. Has the new Doctor Who started yet with the woman Doctor?
No.
Was she in the Christmas special?
We had the Christmas one. She was in that. Yeah, she was at the end of the Christmas one. But I'm not sure when it starts actually.
All right.
I assume it starts.
Thank you, Craig. Back in the chat.
No.
These are the kind of. This is why I have Lisa co-host the show as often as possible. Lisa says, "I wouldn't mind being tied up with the lasso of truth. Dominate me, Diana."
Way to go.
Oh, Lisa,
I was trying to go with something else.
I know what's going on tonight. I'll be streaming up. All right. Anyway. Okay. Blair says, "I'm a dirty, dirty Canadian." Oh, rub my dome and I will rub yours. He said that before, the dirty Canadian.
I didn't realize there was a dirty Canadian. Never heard of that before.
You don't think any Canadians are dirty because it's so clean there?
So clean and nice. They're so nice.
He means all right.
Okay.
That's a misnomer. They're just as disgusting as the rest of us.
Take a look.
Okay. Blair says Lisa's awesome. I agree, Blair. All right. So, Justin and Maria, and you don't have to, but if you have any choices.
I was thinking Daredevil and Elektra, of course.
Oh.
I mean, they're all set up. I mean, it's if you watch Daredevil, it's already happened. So, just take it one step further.
That totally makes sense.
Exactly, right there.
And she's got her traditional. I haven't seen that second season of Daredevil, but if she in her traditional costume, she has the stuff that she can use to tie up, like her sash and stuff.
Absolutely, and you wouldn't even need a blindfold. You'll be all good.
Oh yeah, right. Very good. Justin, do you have anything to add?
I was trying to pair somebody up with Venom for.
Oh
Spider-Man.
yikes!
Oh
Yikes.
wow!
I don't know. I don't know who to go with on that.
All right, well, tell us in the chat, folks, who should pair with Venom. Victor in the live chat says Captain Kirk and Janeway, a little Star Trek captain on captain there going on.
Yeah, yeah, see it.
Janeway's totally got to be the dominating one, though, I feel.
Sure.
Yeah. All right. Listeners in the live chat says, okay, I can tell that I'm not going to get much sleep tonight. Thank goodness my nephews aren't watching tonight. Oh, come on. Your nephews are teenagers. Hey, come on.
Yeah, they've thought about this already.
Jeez, I wouldn't go that far, but probably you're right. Oh, so Blair Beveridge in the chat says, for those of you who are Deep Space Nine fans, which I am, he says Odo and Venom. That kind of makes sense, actually.
Makes sense.
Odo's the shapeshifter.
Yeah.
Venom has his tentacles, sure.
All right.
I'm not sure how I feel about this.
Well, stop thinking about it. All right. There we go. Wow, what a great question that I came up with. All right.
Fun.
Thank you, folks. No, thank you for all your awesome chats there. We always appreciate you geeking out with us. All right, so we're gonna actually we have a new segment coming up later. So far, each episode this season, we're trying to do one new segment that we haven't done before. Oh, by the way, listeners mate. Sorry, Victor said the listeners mate. That's okay, listeners mate. Your nephews can watch the show later. Yeah, just show them this part in particular. We're going to do super random viewer questions later, where we had a whole bunch of you on Facebook and Twitter sent me. Basically, I asked for the zaniest, weirdest, geekiest stuff that you could think of, and boy, did you deliver! So we're going to get to that later on. We got too many that we can answer, but we're going to get to as many as we can. All right, so let's see. Listeners May says, I agree with Craig Poole. I don't know about what, but there you go, Craig. He agrees with you.
And you're awesome.
Who wouldn't? It's probably because you're British. You sound like very distinguished.
That's us.
All right, folks. So our first game of the night, though, is Universal Translator. It's one of our favorites that we've been doing. Craig's very excited about it. How this is going to work? I'm sorry, Francis. You were supposed to actually. I had you down to intro this game. I'm stealing your thunder. I'm so sorry.
Thanks a lot, Jeff.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. Please intro the game.
All right, the game we'll be playing tonight is Universal Translator, where we will have two people. They will be doing a fictional language of their choice, and two other of us will go ahead and translate it for you. But before we can do that, we will need a suggestion from the audience on the scene in which we will be doing this translation. So, now's the time.
Let's tell them the characters. We kind of already established the characters. Craig is going to be Chewbacca, and Justin is going to be Jabba the Hutt. Correct?
Yes, in honor of the Solo trailer that just came out. So.
Yeah. Sure, why not?
Yeah, very apropos.
So we need suggestions in the chat of basically a scene that Chewbacca and Jabba the Hutt. What are Jabba the Hutt and Chewbacca doing? Give us some kooky suggestions for what they could be doing or where they're at, locations, ideas for scenes. I am going to translate for Craig, aka Chewbacca, and then Francis will be translating for Jabba the Hutt, which I'm sure has been your dream.
That is my goals are reached.
In the chat, all right, hang on, we got some things in the chat. So let me just look.
Right. This is exciting.
I do wonder if the 50 Shades related.
Oh wow, you know, I didn't think about that. Now that you said it, though, they're gonna be. Now that you brought it, should have kept your mouth shut.
What have you done? No.
Lichers May says, I told you I saw a Wookie on my screen. Oh, yeah, probably because he knew Craig played a Wookie in our Star Wars game we did.
Oh, there.
Oh, yes, I did.
Yeah, that's why I thought of you, man.
Very
Wookie.
Yeah, he's a very gray Jedi.
Okay, so Victor says one of them is demanding the pizza is free because it took too long to deliver, or both of them are. I don't know. Lisa says, I love this one. And then she says, the scene is Disneyland. They're about to write Space Mountain. Which I think is great.
Yeah. That'll be interesting.
She might be thinking that because I know Lisa's going to Disneyland soon. Actually, she told me.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, that is fun. And let's see. You know what? You want to go with that one? You want to go to Disneyland about to ride Space Mountain?
I've never been. I have no idea. I assume it's a ride.
Okay, so I'll tell you a second. Blair says, Jabba trying to convince Chewie to wear the bikini.
I warned you. I knew I was afraid of this.
Maybe we'll try to work that into the Disneyland thing as well. We'll see if we can work that in. Listeners says, a deli and there's a shortage of wheat bread. Whoa, the horrors. All right, let's do Disneyland about the right Space Mountain. We'll try to maybe work some of those other ideas in as well.
Working the bikini.
And I'm sorry, Craig. Space Mountain is one of the very famous rides. It's a in the dark roller coaster.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god.
Yes, so it's kind of like
Jabba the Hutt,
and it's like you're riding a spaceship, I guess.
Spaceship.
Yeah.
Spaceship.
But so small though. It's like a space pod, really.
Pod racing is cool. That's all I get.
Oh, and Lisa adds to Blair's bikini thing, saying, "Loses the top of the bikini on the ride. Fuzzy boobs everywhere." Jesus Christ.
This thing is writing itself. It is writing itself right here.
So apparently, in that case, Chewie will be wearing the bikini, I guess. Oh, yeah, that's right, because Jabba's trying to convince. Right, got it.
Right.
Do you ever see a female Wookiee?
Yes,
can't
in the
think of
special. In the Christmas special,
Really?
female Wookie. Yeah. They look the same.
Yeah, they're not gonna look different, really.
I don't. Yeah, no.
It's like a female hut, right? Probably gonna look the same.
Yeah.
Well, egg job, I mean, if it's that kind of.
It's-
All right, here we go. So we got Chewbacca and Jabba the Hutt waiting to ride Space Mountain at Disneyland. Maybe there will be a metal bikini involved. Oh, and Blair says, never have two guest hosts in the chat. Yes, Blair and Lisa are both guest co-hosts in the show. You're right. They're out of control already. Okay, so... All right, so again, Craig is going to be doing Wookiee as Chewbacca. I will translate. Justin will then do some Jabba the Hutt Huttese, and Francis will translate. One person will say a line, we'll translate. The other person will go translate, and we'll keep going that until we decide to end the scene. Yes. Victor, by the way, before we start, says, this is the plot for the next Star Wars porn movie I'm producing.
Oh.
And Lisa provides some porn sound effects in the chat. Thank you.
Chicka bow bow.
That's exactly what it was, yes. Very good. You nailed it. I don't think you were looking at it, but you nailed it, yeah.
I'm not
All right. Here we go. Craig, start us off with some Wookiee. Do you think I'm tall enough to
You
write
wanted
this?
it.
Yes, as a matter of fact, that bikini looks very slimming on you.
Oh, thank you very much. I actually borrowed it from Leia. I didn't know if it was going to fit because she's so much smaller than me, but I tried it on. It's really, I think, enhancing my fur. Thank you so much for noticing.
You know, I kind of feel like I'm watching a car right now.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hang on. Craig, just wait till the translation, please. And Francis, please say that again, Francis. I missed it.
All right, I'll use another line. Yes, yeah, that bikini really brings out the color of your fur.
Getting sexy. Hey, do you see those zombies walking over there?
Why, they're trying to sell us some insurance.
Oh, great. I love being sold insurance. It's one of my favorite things. I'm so glad they're here.
Yeah, no. I think we'd rather ride the ride, wouldn't we, Chewie?
Oh, fine. I guess I'll just buy insurance later. All right, we're at the front of the ride. Here, let me jam your huge slabby butt into the ride.
Where you're going?
All right, let's just stop there. Fine.
Wow. I wasn't sure where you were going with that. Like,
All right, I'm sure they had a great time on the ride.
I hope so.
So especially since they were bombarded by an insurance agents.
Who are zombies? Yeah.
Zombies.
Yeah, and apparently there are a couple now too, Chewbacca and Jabba. Who knew?
Right?
relation.
That's why he had him locked up in the pits there of his palace.
Exactly.
It explains it all.
Blair in the chat says Chewie needs a safe word. Yes, he really does. And Lister's May says, well, there is a Star Wars porn. It's called It's a Tramp. That was actually an inside joke on our Star Wars game, which we came up with. It's a Tramp. Yeah, that was Admiral Akbar's favorite porn movie.
Oh, God, yeah. That's what it was.
I think actually Lister's Mate came up with that during our game. That was clever.
Wait,
Right.
so
They were
Anthony.
so high, R2 didn't even get viruses from downloading it.
Yes,
Yeah.
because he was so good at hacking. In the live
Yeah.
chat, Blair says many Bothans died during that performance.
Yeah.
Probably because of how terrible it was. I mean, us, not you guys. You guys were great. Francis and I. All right, cool. Thank you. Excellent job, everybody. That was very good. Craig, come on. Your Wookie was very good. I don't know why you were pooing it before.
It was terrible!
And that's very good hot cheese, actually. Much better than mine. I've done it before. Much better than mine.
That was good.
All right, we got some more stuff coming up. We got a second geek tweet, which has nothing to do with sex. Sorry, folks. And then we have super random viewer questions. Oh, Lisa says, I died during that performance. Good. And she did the teary-eyed smiley face, I think, laughing.
Oh.
I don't know these emoticons.
Am I laughing?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Emotic-
Before we get to all that, Blair says, great job, guys. There you go. Voices were on point, gents, is what Lisa says, with your accents or your languages there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's talk to our guest a little bit here. Let's start with Maria and Justin, who are have an awesome site called No Like and Ignite and Service. You want to tell people about that a little bit?
Sure. We marketing. That's what we do. We help people in marketing and creating community around their brand. So we handle online reviews, handle social marketing, but we're best known also and met up with Jeff because of brand chat too. We also do a online weekly chat every Wednesday at 10 o'clock. So it's brand chat. Hope you guys can join us. And we're definitely super Marvel fans. Very excited about that. Up and coming. Walking Dead 2 and Black Panther. Anything else?
No, sorry.
Yeah, because of Francis, just so that you know, we just binged The Gifted and Runaways. And
Sorry.
after we had finished Inhumans, well, we needed something after Inhumans. So thank you, Francis. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I give you two good shows.
Yes, you did. Thank you.
Oh, I didn't know, but geez, I'm glad you guys watched that. The Gifted was my favorite show this season. Like I watched it from the beginning. It's amazing. I'm so glad you guys watched it.
Oh, so good. I had no idea. So thank you, Francis.
Yeah.
Great recommendation.
Oh, good, friends. I didn't know you watched it. Good, we can talk later.
Yes.
I'll talk about it now. Actually. Yeah, no, I've been telling everybody to watch The Gifted. If you haven't, folks, if you're watching the chat, yeah, watch The Gifted.
Yes.
Cool. And then yes, I have all your links here online. This is folks where you can check them out online, teamkli.com, and there's Maria and Justin's Twitter handles and their Facebook as well, all that good stuff. Anything else? And yes, actually, Maria has actually been a huge help to us. It's here, Super Geeked Up, helping us out with the marketing and all that great stuff and social media and stuff. So thank you for that, Maria. And we, yes, in the last two Comic-Cons, actually, we've gotten to, Justin, Maria, and I have gotten to, and Francis, actually, too. Well, all of us has gotten to hang out, actually, which has been a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's been very cool. Very nice. Yep.
Cool. Let's see. And, sorry, is there anything else you wanted to mention, or we covered everything? Good?
No, that's it. That's us in a nutshell. So anything marketing or such, we're happy. We're huge supporters of Super Geek Up. Love everybody here, the community. Yeah. Again, glad to be here.
Oh, thank you. Yes, and you're right. And you guys have been awesome parts of this community, and Craig, Francis, but everybody in the chat. Yeah, you guys seriously, like, I think you guys, in my opinion, are like the most awesome people around and on the internet. And you're always so super positive and geeky, and there's never any crap. Like, unfortunately, that happens a lot on social media. This is so you're all celebrating our geeky love, and we appreciate you very much. So thank you.
I have a question for you, Jeff. Do you have a name, like a cute little name for like the people who are in the community? You know,
Shit, that's a great question. I never thought about that.
Yeah.
What are some other examples? They're like
I mean, every community has a good
Cumber bitches. That was just brought up the other day.
Right.
Let's not do that.
No, we have Losties, Onsters. What else?
like
Geekers.
Geekers.
Oh, you know what? You're in the chat. Why don't you give us some suggestions about what we could call? What we could call, I guess, you're basically people who SGU fans, right? Is what you're saying? Support, the loyal viewers.
There's usually a cute name that goes with like the community and the fans that they kind of get, and it's a nice little it's a way to bring and rally people together under a banner, you know.
It really is for us. I lead brand chat, so our community, we're branditos. So they're all branditos. Yep.
Right.
And so something like that, we have a lot of fun, and it makes us hungry when we talk about branditos. So it's all good.
Blair in the chat says the Borsatis. That's just Lisa's last name. Come on, get out of here, bro. Jesus Christ. All right, don't give her that big head. Okay, Lisa herself actually says Super Geeks obs. I mean, that obviously works. I guess maybe you're thinking too simple, too obvious.
I mean,
works for me. That's actually on my business card. I have Super Geek on my business card as one of who I am. So that totally works. Blair says uppers. That just sounds like we're on drugs, though. Victor Snyder says felons. Come on. Necrodius says I second Super Geeks. Okay. And Listeners says we're all Super Geeks. Yeah. No, I mean that's the name of the show. I love it. Keep them coming, though, folks. Good question, Francis. Okay, Craig. What do you want to? Well, where can people check you out? Anything you want to mention you're up to?
I'm on Twitter. I'm on as Craig Allen Poole. It's 1A, 1L.
2A.
2 A's. Yeah. I think there's 2 A's. At the minute, I'm still working on some writing projects. There's a tabletop game based on Savage Worlds called Blood Realm. Working on that, and a fantasy novel series.
Ooh.
I'm also doing voiceover work, or trying to get into voiceover work. So yeah.
If you need somebody to do Wookie, hire him.
No. I do different accents, different English accents as well. I attempt to do American, although it's probably very bad.
You asked for it. Give us your American accent.
I want to hear.
So there's a generic. The southern one is definitely still. My God, boys, I have no idea what the hell I'm doing right now.
Okay.
Stereotype kind of.
I knew it was going to be that kind.
Yeah,
it's the easiest to do.
The generic one is that one's a little harder to do. It's one I'm working on, so I'll say no.
Can you do a Cockney?
Cockney. Yeah, of course. I'm English. It's what we do.
All right, good. It's what we do.
Please, sir, can I have some more? Pretty, okay. Please.
Oh, we should have said that during the S&M talk.
Well, there you go.
They're terrible.
Yeah. Victor says, could you make up a voicemail greeting for me? Do you mean Craig? With one of his awesome accents?
No.
Or as a Wookiee? That'd be even better, I think. Just have Chewbacca on your voicemail greeting.
Sounds like he has a cold. Yeah.
10 seconds of just...
Hey, man, I would love that. Like, one of my friends is a huge Star Trek fan. He has, like, the live long and prosper stuff he says on the end of his, and I just like it every time I listen to it. I don't care.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. Just get Yoda or something, so at least it's know to leave a message.
Yoda would be good.
I've heard of Yoda once before. Like
a message, you will.
Message from the dark side, there is, or something like that.
All right, cool. So there's all those folks. We'll share those links again at the end of the show. And Francis, we want you right now when we're talking about everybody. Give out your links as well.
All my stuff is at sinceresarcasm.net. Everything I do that's on the internet, I post on there. Also, I guess if you want to follow me on Twitter, and I don't really know why you would, it's at AKA the other guy. That is me.
Because they want to see awesome tweets. That's why.
Oh, sure. Okay.
If you want to see retweets of Super Geeked Up, he's really awesome about that. So go there for that.
Okay. I like. Yes.
And Maria actually as well. Very awesome about that. Thank you.
For sure. Yeah.
Victor says I did that and no one leaves a message, so my ex did leave the Wookiee off my phone. Wow, I wonder if he really did do it actually, or he's just joking.
All right.
My friend Kathy Van Spangy just joined the chat. She says, Thor, I love his hammer. I have no idea what that's in reference to. I sound like we're back at the S&M part of the show.
Oh my.
Yeah.
She's Thor now. Anyway.
Come on. That was so worse than anything I said. All right, here we go. Now, we'll get off the sex for momentarily. Here's our second geek tweet. Francis, I won't steal your thunder this time. What is our second geek tweet question?
All right, here we go. If you were to pick a cartoon or an animated series world that you would like to live in, who would you want to most hang out there with? What?
Who would you most want to hang out with there?
Yoda, I'm still
you're
on.
trying to little Yoda. That's what you're doing.
Yeah. So who would you like to hang out in this fictional world, this cartoon animated world?
Justin, I know you. I think you got a lot of choices you could probably make. What would you say? You can live in any cartoon or animated world. He's looking at the posters on his wall. Those are awesome pictures, by the way.
I think Teen Titans would be some good fun.
Oh, Teen Titans, nice. So, what, like Teen Titans from the comics, Teen Titans Go version? What would you?
Not Go. The first one that they
first series, the more serious one.
Yeah, the more serious one, the more character developed.
Gotcha. Okay. What? You mean there's no character development in Teen Titans Go in those episodes?
The one with the best theme song is the one he's...
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Does that? See, I haven't seen much of that original one. Does it have a really good theme song?
Puffy Up Yumi, man. They make that theme song.
Who is
especially it? Puffy Yumi.
Oh, okay, cool. In the chat, Blair says 42. Is that a show, or is he just giving us his age?
Well, that's the answer to the life, the universe, and everything is 42.
Yeah, that's true. Hitchhiker's Guide.
Yeah. Oh, Hitchhiker's Guide? That's why I don't know it. Yeah, I never get the Hitchhiker's Guide references. All right. Lisa says She-Ra. Yeah, nice, Lisa. She-Ra, He-Man, all that good stuff. They're actually remaking a She-Ra series. I think maybe Netflix is doing it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be dark, and it's going to be...
No, stop it. Stop saying shit like that. She-Ra shouldn't be dark. Necrodia says, is this even a question? Wreck-It Ralph. And actually, the sequel to that's coming out pretty soon, too.
Yeah.
Ralph. That's actually super fun. You can go to all the different video game worlds. That's a great choice. Let me see here. I'm trying to, scroll through all these chats here. Well, Craig, what's your answer, though?
I was torn between the animated XMen and Gambit, hanging out with Gambit. That'd be pretty cool. And Pokemon and Ash.
Cool. Pokemon, X-Men.
Growing up, Pokemon
you mean like the
awesome.
the '90s X-Men series? Do you mean?
The 90s.
Yeah, that's good.
One with like Julie.
Blair actually says 42 is also his age, so I was correct on that.
Oh, all right.
And then Tammy Anderson says She-Ra, rainbows, unicorns, and glitter. Yep, that's the way it should be. And Lisa says, "That's right, Jeff. Regulate that shit. No dark She-Ra, Jesus." Lisa's even crazy in the chat. It's awesome. Thank you, Lisa. I agree. Victor says, "From the Wayback Machine, it would be Robotech and Rick Hunter." Oh, dude, I watched Robotech when I was a kid. I love that. It's an awesome choice. Tammy says, "Isn't Dark She-Ra Xena?" That's a good point.
Yeah. Xena really, Xena was dark.
Xena actually, no. At times it got later on, but you're right. It was actually pretty campy.
Yeah.
Necrody says, if we were talking 90s X-Men animated series, totally hang with Jubilee.
Why does everyone want to hang out with the worst X-Men?
Wait, why does everybody rag on Jubilee so much? God damn it. Jubilee.
I mean, she's great on the 4th of July and all, but other than that, I don't really know. Just saying.
Like when you kiss her, it's like fireworks are going off. It's amazing.
I guess.
Actually, then you have to put the curtains out.
All right, Maria, what cartoon or animated world would you love to live in?
All right. Well, I mean, there's two that came to mind. One going way back, Speed Racer. I love Speed Racer. Yeah. I would run around with him. I would be back with Jim back in the trunk, and we just have a great time. So that would be really, really good. And the second, I go a whole lot darker. I guess it goes with that I love zombie shows and such, but it's Attack on Titan. I'd hang around with Aaron and just see what's happening. I want to see more Attack on Titan now.
With everyone dying and gigantic people crushing things.
Yes.
Really?
Yes. Yep. See, I tell you, there's the speed racer side, there's that darker side. So what can I say?
I still haven't seen Attack on Titan. It's currently being made though too, right? Isn't that a new show?
The sequel is the first season's out already.
Yeah.
The second one is coming.
Cool. All right, so I take it you're a fan. That's good. I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, watch.
In the chat, Tammy says, would it be cool to hang out with Storm when she has the mohawk? Yes, she did go through a whole phase of the comics.
Oh, yeah.
And then Acrodia says, Gambit and Jubilee are the best X-Men. So take that, Francis. I just added that myself.
Gambit is fine. Gambit is great. I love Gambit. Jubilee, I haven't.
Gambit is great. All right, Francis, did we get your answer? We haven't got your answer yet, have we?
No, mine would be... Well, you didn't even get the answer for my first question either, but that's okay.
Oh, my God. I'm so sorry. Dude, you're the co-host. Just speak up. You don't got to wait for me.
Well, you moved on so quickly. I was like, oh, yeah, right. There's another thing we're going to do. Anyway.
I'm sorry, man. Well, give us the answer to this question first.
Yeah. Roger Rabbit, because you get the best of all worlds in one place, minus the carnage that Doc Brown was doing. Aside from that, I think it was a great little world to have all the cartoon worlds kind of in one place. So, Roger Rabbit for me.
Excellent. All right, so wait, now I'm sorry. Let's go back and get your answer to the S&M. What fictional character do you think would be engaged in S&M?
So my answer was Squirrel Girl, because who else?
Oh, what?
Yeah, who else actively puts on fake ears and a fake tail, even though she has a
that just feels so wrong. I don't know.
And again, and R2-D2, because they bleep him out for a reason. That
get out of here.
Hey, had all the tools on his body. I'm telling you now, man.
This is why I skipped you. All right.
There's a reason.
And Necrodia says his third choice for X-Men would be Shadowcat. Shadowcat is a great X-Men.
Yeah, Shadowcat's great.
Anyway, my choice, my favorite cartoon of all time is Scooby-Doo. So I would love to be in the role of Scooby-Doo because I so want to hang out with Scooby-Doo. And I want to solve mysteries as a teenager. And heck, this is awesome. How much fun is that, man? Go around solving mysteries all the time, get a talking dog. Yeah.
Every week, someone yelling at you, I could have gotten away with it too if it weren't for you pesky kids.
Meddling.
Meddling. They're always meddling.
Yeah. But that's great. That means we're being successful because we're always solving the crime. Seriously, like they don't. That's all they do. Like they don't go to school. They don't work. Apparently, they just go around solving crimes. It's awesome.
Drive around in the mystery machine.
And they just run into these people dressed up as ghosts.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And they meet all these famous people. Like they're on Boomerang, they're re-showing all the Scooby-Doo movies with the Globetrotters.
Hollywood,
like Batman and Robin, all the guest stars.
Yeah, that's true. They do.
That's a good point.
Oh, yes, Blair, you're right. Thank you, Blair. And I get to eat Scooby snacks. I've always wanted to eat Scooby snacks. Dude, Shaggy eats them too. They're delicious. They're not just for dogs. Well, they probably are for dogs, but he eats them too.
Sell those at a time.
Yeah, they did. They actually had them at the store.
They actually had them for dogs, right, at one time?
Yes, both dogs and people.
Yeah. Because they were just like
I don't
vanilla
think for
wafers.
people, I've only seen like the fruit snacks. I've never seen like an actual cookie type snack for people as a Scooby snack.
Yeah, I think they were like vanilla wafers.
Really? Oh, I missed it.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah.
I've been wanting. The listener's mate says, Old Man Jenkins. Yes, he was one of the people in Scooby-Doo. Necrodia says, what about Captain N? What was Captain?
Oh yeah, Captain
N?
N. He was in the Nintendo world,
Yeah,
so he.
Captain Nintendo.
Yeah.
Was that a show?
It was. He had his belt buckle was an NES controller, and he had a zapper and everything. It was great.
Is that how he zapped people with a gun?
He would zap people with the zapper gun from the old Nintendo, yeah, and then he would like move around with a little controller on his belt.
Did he run on the pad to go places?
Oh, it would be great if he did, but he didn't. Unfortunately, no pad stuff in there. But yeah, that's a classic right there. I love it.
Victor in the chat says, "What is in a Scooby snack? Sugary goodness, sir." That's what I imagine.
And weed.
Get it. Oh, that's Blair said all the weed. Wow, look at that. You guys are on track. Tammy says, Captain Caveman if you want to solve mysteries. Yeah, she likes Captain Caveman.
Yeah, sure.
All right, cool. Thanks for those choices, folks. We got everybody right, and I didn't skip anybody this time.
No.
Okay. Good. Well, you're not very important, Francis, so it's all right.
Nah.
I'm totally kidding. But the guest, I want to make sure I get the guest.
Of course, that was important.
Yes, Francis is very important. He's always co-hosting multiple shows actually with us, so it's much appreciated.
Okay.
You summoned this last Sunday's DC Action Hour actually. Maybe this week too. You'll see him.
Yeah, you never know.
All right. Time for super random viewer questions. New segment. First time we're doing it. So on Twitter and Facebook, people just send in a whole bunch of random stuff. Francis and I are just going to start picking out some ones we like.
Yes.
And all of us, anybody can just start shouting out their answers. This is actually from my co-host on DC Action Hour, Mark Spile. If you had to cross-dress cosplay a superhero or villain, which would it be? Which people in the chat are usually always wanting me to do this, so I guess this is very appropriate. They want me to dress up. So they actually keep pointing pictures of me as Harley Quinn. That's what the viewers usually do.
Really? Okay.
You never seen that picture? It's a famous. Somebody's going to do it right now, probably.
All right.
Somebody put my head on Margot Robbie's body, and they photoshopped it. It's, you don't want to see
You can't unsee it. You can't unsee
She
it.
knows.
That is crazy.
Well, let's see.
All right.
So if we had to cross-dress cosplay, anybody got any choices? Who you would do? I gotta think. This is
I would do Wookie from the Mr. Teats movie series. I've actually kind of thought about that, where the red, she's like black and red, has that red sight that turns into a sniper.
Oh, cool. Yeah, nice. Necrodia says, yes, time for Jeff to dress as Black Widow or She-Hulk.
See, I would have thought Black Widow for sure.
You know, I'm going to go with my other one I always talk about. I'm going to go Lara Croft. I always talk about it. I'm going to dress as
There you
Lara
go.
And there it is.
Croft. Yeah.
Yep.
Got my two
Short-
guns. Short shorts, two guns. Yeah, I go classic, man. I go classic Lara Croft.
Yeah, your midriff showing. It'd be
But yeah,
amazing.
put a fake ponytail on.
You're perfect.
San Diego writing itself right now. I'm telling you.
That's what we want to see. We want to see
Super
it.
Geeked Up. Look for me dressed as Lara Croft when I host Super Geeked Up at San Diego Comic.
There you go.
Oh man.
Gonna hold you to it.
Yeah.
Blair says Rey from Star Wars because she's a badass. He loves Rey from Star
Oh
Wars.
man, she's awesome.
That's actually a very doable one also for a guy to pull off. Victor says Zatanna because I have the legs for fishnet stockings.
I don't even want to know now.
Necrodia says, Jeff, come on, are you sure you weren't the one that did that Photoshop? Quiet.
Oh.
And then he says, next stream, Jeff, you got to come out as Lara Croft. And Tammy says, Jeff needs to do Dora the Explorer. Wow, everybody has great suggestions for me.
Yeah. Apparently.
Does she have a backpack, a pink backpack, Dora?
I
think so.
Or
Yeah.
people just wear Dora backpacks. I don't know.
She does.
All right, anybody else? Maria, Francis?
I think I would be. I go for Captain Jack Sparrow. He wears more makeup than I do, so I would
that'd be
definitely
awesome.
like him. All his stuff is jewelry. I would love it.
That's a great choice. I love it.
Amazing.
Craig.
I love it.
I'm still thinking.
Francis, you have anything?
Yeah, Carmen San Diego.
Oh,
not?
yes! I should have said that. I love
That'd be
Carmen
perfect.
San Diego.
Okay.
That's such
I
a
mean,
good
Right.
one. Oh, you're brilliant, man.
Man, it'd be awesome.
You're brilliant, man.
Sick.
We could have a whole theme for Comic-Con. You're Carmen San Diego. He's Dora the Explorer. We just need to.
Somebody's Waldo.
There you go. That's it. Yeah.
Sure.
All right, Josh. We got him.
By the way, I'm going to put our guest co-host Lisa up. She actually has a Carmen San Diego cosplay. So if you go to Social Cosplay, you can see her as Carmen San Diego. She does a really good one.
Very cool.
Yeah. All right. Let's see here. Let's go on. Let's go on to the next question. Francis, what do you pick one here? What do you like?
All right. My next question here is from Kyle Schwab from Retro Reload Podcast. He says, Scrooge McDuck had a pool full of money. What would you like to have a pool full of? And just remember, you have to swim in it.
Scooby Snacks.
Oh, jeez. Man.
That'd be the best, man. Oh my god, a pool of Scooby Snacks.
Edgy, though. I mean, you'd be scratched up with that stuff. I mean,
No, when people in cartoons swim in food, it's fine. It's always fine.
okay, you have a good point. Yeah, man, gummy bears. Just swim in a vat of gummy bears, that'd be amazing. Not the gummy bears that bounce around and stuff. I mean, like actual gummy bear candy. That's weird.
What are you about that? Like you're swimming around in the animated gummy.
Just
Sorry, I'm sorry. I spit all over the freaking camera.
did I make Jeff do a spit take? I'm proud of myself right
You
now.
did. By the way, though, Gummy Bears is one of my all-time favorite shows, and it has the best theme song I think of any.
It has an amazing theme song. I want to try their gummy berry juice. That'd be.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Speaking
of juice things. Yeah, get high on the juice.
All right, what Maria, Justin, what would you want to swim around in?
I really got nothing right now.
The rum. There's never enough rum.
Yes.
Jack
So I'm going to stay with Jack Sparrow. There's rum.
That's it.
In the chat, Victor says jelly beans. We got to be a food thing going on here.
Oh,
There
sure.
you go. Jelly beans.
Yeah.
Craig, do you have anything?
Say wine gums. They're awesome. I love wine gums. Yeah. I go with wine gums.
That's a
never
UK
heard
thing,
of wine.
isn't it?
What, wine gums?
What are wine gums?
Yeah.
I've never heard of
What the
that.
hell? What the hell are you talking about?
It's
They're like Maltesers. They're only over there.
No,
Nobody.
they're like gummy bear. They're like gummy bears. That kind of thing as well. But,
I guess our equivalent is like gummy cola, right? Like gummy cola, sort of.
That sounds terrible.
Kind of. Yeah, they have like them in different shapes, different colors, different flavors.
All right.
They're cool.
All right.
Tammy Anderson says vodka in the chat.
See, Tammy and I, rum, vodka, we're good.
And Justin starts singing the song Dashing and Daring, Courageous and Caring. All right, I won't sing it. But that's the Gummy Bear song.
All right.
Claire says we have them in Canada too. Well, that makes sense because Britain owned Canada. Owned. Also owned the United States.
It's a long time ago.
Oh.
All right, so Tammy also says Jello shots. All right, Tammy just wants to get drunk.
Yeah.
In her pool. All right, next question. I'm actually going to take this is from Lisa. Lisa just had to leave the chat, I think. But Lisa's asked, what does the Hulk's sweat smell like?
Ooh, that was going to be my next question, too, so I'm glad.
What does the Hulk's sweat smell like?
I have an answer for this. Pickles.
Pickles?
I
I can see that.
Like pickles, right?
Let's do some green gummy bears.
Yes.
That line.
See, I like to imagine that it's the opposite of what you're thinking. It's just like freshly washed linen or something really nice.
Yeah, I was gonna say gingerbread or like something like that.
Gingerbread, that's nice. That's a good smell.
Gingerbread.
So everyone's just sniffing up on the Hulk then, is what you're trying to tell me.
Or toffee. He smells like toffee.
Like coffee. I'll follow that.
I can actually see the
Good.
strong. Yeah, sure.
Pussy coffee.
Mm-hmm. Coffee works.
A little bitter, yeah. I can see it.
A little bit.
In the chat, by the way, going back to the pool one, listeners wants to bathe in spaghetti. Okay. Yeah,
Nothing
why
wrong
not?
with that.
No, why not? It's probably very
Sounds
swimmable.
delicious.
Yeah.
Spaghetti Wednesday on Tuesday.
All right. What? I don't even know what. Oh, wait. Oh, maybe let's see. Scotch. Victor says maybe that. I think that's the Hulk sweat. He's saying. Oh, Blair says Black Widow's tears.
Oh, that's good.
That's good. That's good, sir.
That is good.
Oh.
Tammy says prune juice and cranberries. All right. Sure, why not? Okay, next question. Francis, what's our next super random viewer question?
Okay, I just like this because I don't get it, but I love it. It's at Raynard City. What would happen if the 1945 general election was fought between giant mechanical Winston Churchill and Clementzilla? Clement Attlee won the election in 1945 for the Labour Party and became prime minister.
That was my own note because I had to look up who the hell that was.
I just the fact that we're having a gigantic mechanical Winston Churchill fight a Godzilla-like opponent.
Yeah, so basically he wants mechanical like Godzilla like Winston Churchill and his opponent Clement Attlee in the 1945 British election. Craig, you should totally be on top of this, man. It's your country.
That's what I'm saying. It's kind of
why do you have your mouth open like we don't know what you were talking about?
Yeah. No.
What would happen is they would start the fight, but then they would just decide to have tea instead, and they would all have a nice little chat.
Doesn't that always happen? It always boils down to tea. No pun intended.
Well, Craig, what would happen? Come on, you're from there. What would happen?
Scotch and cigars.
Oh, all right. I can see that.
That's true.
Huge mechanical. Huge cigars and mechanical things.
Well, engine oil then and cigars.
It's a chimney.
Yeah.
All right. So I love that you picked that one.
It's such a weird question. I love it so much.
You did. It was great.
Unanswerable, but love it.
I felt like Peter Griffin. Like I don't understand 8 of those words.
Dezel says, I like this one because it's about Deep Space Nine, and he and I love Deep Space Nine.
There you go.
Given that space is infinite, and that both time and gravity are constants, what is the most appropriate cheese to put on crackers while marathoning Deep Space Nine? I'm going to go with a nice cheddar cheese.
Cheddar? Yeah.
I love how none of the other parts of that question really had anything to do with it. Just got down to...
Right, where's it going?
How about this? So give me a cheese. Like, what's a good cheese if you're marathoning your favorite show to put on crackers? Anybody? Brie?
It'd be smoky cheddar for me. I love smoky
Brie?
cheddar. Yeah. Smoky. But
Smoky
cheddar. Yeah.
Smoky cheddar. Oh, I haven't had that. Is it good?
That's pretty good. Good stuff.
Yeah, I'm more of a Gouda person myself. I like myself some Gouda. Maybe a Brie. You know.
Okay. Francis, what's another question?
All right. This one comes from at Carlos Bathory 69. How did Superman change your life? It's a good question.
That is a good question.
Oh, that is.
Maria?
So how
Really good.
Maria?
Change your life figuratively or literally? Either way.
So, see, if I had a really good thing going, and then he went and had to go run around the Earth at that time, messed it all.
Why did you go back and save Lois? Why did you do that?
He messed it all up.
Oh, man.
By the way, Justin says it's obviously Gouda for DS9, so he agrees with you.
Oh, yeah.
Chris Alley just joined us and says, hey, guys. Hey, Chris, thank you.
Hey, Chris.
All right, so Maria, how did Superman change your life?
Oh, I mean, for me, it was one of those first big movies to get to go see. I mean, just on the big screen, and it was amazing. So it changed my life as far as I'm going to go to movies more than a dozen times at least. I'm not a one-time movie watcher. I go several times in the theater. And I started all with Superman.
Nice.
Yeah.
That is
Oh, I
awesome.
like that.
So it's heartwarming for me. Nothing funny, just heartwarming.
Oh, no, that's good.
No, we want heartwarming stuff. That's awesome. I mean, I think the question is very heartwarming, actually.
It is, yeah.
Necrodia says, Superman I grew up with because my dad was like the biggest fan ever of him, so I in turn was a big fan, but I eventually swapped to liking Batman more. Blair says his death was the first comic book I ever read. Oh, wow. I still have that comic book, actually, Superman 75.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, you're right, Maria. Like, that's got to be, it might be the first superhero movie I saw as a kid, maybe, I got to imagine. It was just cool to see, right? I guess, like, a superhero movie done really well and like serious and just so genuine and obviously Christopher Reeve's performance is really like a hero. I think Superman, obviously, when they do him right, he's the best of us all, and like he's what we aspire to be, and he's someone you can look up to and stuff, and that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it is. All of that.
Sorry, anything else you wanted to share, Craig or Francis?
You guys said, oh, man.
Yeah.
It's hard to follow that up.
I love the Smallville show. Fell in love with that as well. I thought it was a great character, and I thought the actor was good as well. I also liked the New Adventures of Superman. It was a great show growing up.
Lois and Clark, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the animated version of him too was really good.
It was, and then in Justice League animated, he was really good as well.
Yeah, look, Superman's not perfect. One blemish in his illustrious career, but otherwise, all good.
Yeah. Tammy says an actual good Superman movie gave us hope for other good hero movies.
Yeah.
Nice
Oh, well said. Nicely said, Tammy.
All right, let's see. Let's share a word from Blair. Blair and his gang from the Who Pod podcast. He's in the chat right now, Blair Beveridge. He sent me a whole bunch of good ones. I want to see. If you woke up today and through irrefutable proof learned you were in the Matrix, would you take the red blue? Okay, this was misspelled. The red pill or the blue pill and know you are not the one. You're not Neo. So, if you knew you were in the Matrix, would you take the red pill or the blue pill? I had to look it up just to confirm. The red pill is the one where you
get you into
the real world. The real world. The blue pill, you go back into the Matrix.
The Matrix.
I hope I didn't just reverse that again.
No, it is. Yeah, blue pills, you wake up in your bed, you believe whatever you want to believe. Red pill, you stay in Wonderland.
See, that's actually a tough choice, man. Because the real world in the Matrix is so shitty.
Yeah.
And you're surviving for your life, but at least it's real.
It's real.
Yeah,
It's real. That's the big thing. It's real.
But like Cypher said, though, ignorance is bliss.
Was Cypher the Joe Pants character?
So, was he Joe Pants? Yeah. He was the steak.
Right.
You like the steak?
The steak.
You like the steak.
Well, you know what? If Morpheus was the one given to me offering, I would take the red pill because you can't turn down Morpheus. Seriously, man, I think that's like one of the best characters that's ever been in a movie. He's just Lawrence Fishburne is amazing in that role.
Yeah.
I just want to know how his sunglasses stayed on his nose. Like,
I loved his sunglasses. I wanted his sunglasses.
He's in the Matrix. He's in the Matrix. He can do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Lawrence Fishburne. Why do those sunglasses want to leave his face?
right.
Nice.
Very good point.
Victor would take the red.
Mm-hmm.
You guys all choose the red? Anybody going blue?
Yeah, I do with the red.
I'd be with the red.
I'll stay. You guys
blue?
have fun with your orange.
I'm kind of.
I'll stay behind, eat my steak.
It's all right, Francis. When we win the war, we'll come pick you up.
Okay, thank you. All right. come back.
After we have steak. After we get steak.
Yeah.
Priorities.
Priorities.
So it's kind of. I know. If I got to that point and I knew that it's fake, no matter how many blue pills I take, I'm always going to get to that point. So just cut my losses, get out now, or at the very least, when I hit that point next time, I might be surrounded by agents. So yeah, just bye, Matrix.
So you join us in the red pill. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. All
Blair
right, we'll come for you, Francis.
No, I'm just leaving you there, man. Forget it.
Yeah, thanks.
You can just keep powering up the Matrix.
Yeah.
I can always, you, Jeff.
Blair says, I think I would say in the Matrix as well. Tammy says, that's tough. I've already done 20 years military time. I'm staying in the Matrix. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
Thank you for your service, Tammy. And let's see. Victor says, red pill because an ugly truth is better than a pretty lie.
Nicely said.
Yes. All right. What do we, Francis? Let's do maybe at least one more each or something, maybe, or a couple more.
Yeah, we can do one each. I'm going to go back to one of Lisa's questions here, because I really want to know, what is a unicorn's horn made of? Anyone know?
What's a unicorn's horn made of?
I need answers because I want one.
Powdered sugar.
Really?
I don't know. Jelly beans. I'm trying to think of something nice and sweet.
I'm thinking ivory and hope.
Ivory, which are really quite opposite, because the ivory, has such bad connotations, and you can play chess with it. But also,
where are you going with this?
I like the ivory and hope. Just splitter some glitter on there.
Too. I like that. That was a nice answer, Craig. Don't ignore Francis.
Done.
Blair says Scottish farts.
Okay. I'll run.
Victor says love and bitcoins.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Mm-hmm.
Love and bitcoin, because neither of them are real. No, I'm just kidding.
Ouch. Jesus. No wonder you want to stay in the Matrix, man. He's like, maybe in the Matrix I'll find love. And get bitcoins.
Yeah, get bitcoins.
Tammy says translucent opals and fairy dust. I like that.
Oh, I like that one.
Nice. Mm-hmm.
Necrodia says a very old twisted marshmallow rod candy. Okay.
I actually can see that.
Lister's mate says glitter and rainbows. That's very nice.
I like that.
Any other thoughts
Good one, Anthony.
from you guys? No? All right. Well, I think those are good answers from the chat. Thank you, folks.
Oh, I know.
All right. Here's another one from Kyle Schwab from Retro Reload Podcast. They're good buddies of ours. You have the power to make a planet and the power to redefine all laws of nature so that anything can be created there. What would your dream planet look like? Green skies, 3 suns, 2-hour days. These are all question marks. A core composed of endless cookie dough ice cream. Basically, you can do whatever you want. What kind of planet? This is actually a really cool question. I like this. Good job, Kyle. What would you make?
This one requires a lot of thought, though.
It does.
Yeah.
Think about this one.
Well, I'm definitely going. I'm going with a nice, lush planet. I love me waterfalls and oceans and stuff. So plenty of water, oceans, waterfalls, greenery. You know.
Guardians 2 kind of planet.
I still haven't seen that actually.
Ooh,
So,
that's
is it a
nice.
planet like that? Okay, cool.
Ego the Living Planet, yeah.
Oh, all right. That sounds good.
Yeah.
Not evil.
Interesting. Yeah, cool. Oh, you know what? I would probably have. Maybe let's go with about 15-hour days or something. I like a lot of sunlight.
Oh, sure.
I don't like it right here when we have no sunlight at all.
Wait, are you saying 15-hour days and then like?
No, sorry. I meant. I really like. Let's. If it's going to be a 24-hour day, let's have 15 hours of daylight out of that 24 hours.
Okay. Like short days but more sunlight.
Yeah. What are you guys? What would you guys create as a planet?
Magic would need to be a staple.
Magic? Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Magic's gonna be there. Nice. I like it.
Yeah, that needs to be a thing. I mean, there's already a thing, but it could be a thing there too.
Yeah.
In the chat, Necroti says, so people's ideal world is Earth before humans. Pretty much. That probably is what I was describing. Let's see. Blair says Risa from Star Trek, I believe he's referring, which is the pleasure planets. That is.
Sure.
That actually is
why?
ideal. Well, when the weather systems are working correctly, yes. We actually learned in Deep Space Nine it's a terrible place to live when the weather control systems are not working. But yes, that is some Jamaharan you can get there. I'm not even gonna say what that is if you don't know. Let's see. Victor says Ice World because I'm a winter person. Oh wow, you're the opposite.
Yeah, winter's great.
Good for you, man. Get the hell out of here. You live in Southern California. Get out of here.
I know, it's
winter.
First.
Oh, I wish I was there. Let's see here. I missed some other answers. Blah blah blah. Oh, Chris says any planet with a beach and comfortable weather. Sounds good to me.
Beach planets would be good. Yeah. Beach planets with magic.
Tammy says ambrosia of the gods, tree of life, and symbiotic energy with organic beings.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Very psychedelic.
Yeah, that's good.
I was thinking of the scene when you go into Willy Wonka's factory, the plants and edible. I was thinking that.
Oh, and the chocolate river.
Oh my god.
Chocolate river and the plant, the different stuff you can eat and that'd be pretty cool.
That actually that wins because I love candy. So that works.
It's a candy planet. It's great.
Candy planet is awesome.
And you can have a nice little cup of tea and then just eat the cup.
Yeah.
There you go. Nice.
As long as they're Scooby snacks, I'm down. Blair,
Have them too.
I don't know what else can come out.
Francis Blair says, "I will trade you one Canadian winter."
Oh,
Then you may not be liking winter so much.
Maybe.
Although he's
I'll
in
go.
Southern Canada, he's not like in the northern tundra.
Oh, it's not. Yeah,
It's not nice, but it's like where I am.
Okay. I'll take it.
Yeah. All right. Good. Here, I want to work in a question from listeners made Anthony because he's been one of our most loyal fans.
For sure.
This is also, I think, a very good question, very timely. Do you think there is a lack of sincerity and genuineness in the world today because of the internet and social media? It's actually a very appropriate question, I think, for Maria, who's on very good use of social media. I'm interested to hear your thoughts on this.
No, actually, I don't think so. I guess, but that's who I connect with online. I don't think so. I think people actually are a little bit more truthful when they've got the barrier of that we're not right there face to face, but we are. So I actually think I think they're pretty they're pretty truthful, pretty sincere, and I think if they feel like somebody's not, they just leave. I mean, they don't. It's not a big deal to just unfriend, block, whatever you need to do. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Were you any other thoughts here, Francis?
I was gonna say because there's a little bit of that like sort of anonymity. Like you don't have to put your real name out there. Like on Twitter, you can be whoever you want to be, and then you can just say whatever you want, and whoever you want on Twitter and stuff. Like Facebook's a little harder, but like there's a lot of places where you can just kind of let it all hang out. So I think, well, not that. I guess like that.
Hey, I see Francis was sharing naked pics of himself again.
Yeah, ready.
Francis, I told you to stop. This is why I block you. I told you to stop sending me those.
It's like a drug, man. I'm sorry.
I'm like, Lisa doesn't send me those. You do instead. I'm like, great. Thanks a lot. So, but I mean, that's the thing, Francis. I mean, a little bit off maybe Anthony's question, but I do feel, unfortunately, with the anonymity you're talking about, people feel that they can say whatever they want, and it's okay to be super rude and mean to people online.
Oh,
yeah.
And that I find very distressing and a bad sign of what we're going. However, I will say things like Super Geeked Up make me feel very positive and uplifted, because that's not what happens here at all, as I said. And all you guys who are on the show right now and everybody in the chat, you guys are all very positive, and that's what I love. And I think that's how social media can be really cool, because I actually wouldn't have met most of you without social media.
Right.
And all that. So that's awesome.
Thumbs up to the Super Geeks.
Yes, Super Geeks. Okay, I like it. Good name.
That's right.
Good
There you
name.
go. That's it. Nice. All right. Oh man, people are having major buffering issues online. They're saying, "Oh, that's." I'm looking at what's going on here on my end. I think everything's okay here on our. Yeah.
We hear each other. We're having a good
All right.
conversation.
Hopefully that fixed. Hopefully that gets fixed.
I'm in the UK and I'm okay. I'm not
All
having
right.
issues.
All right, one last one, and then we'll get out of here for this segment. I'm going to go with Kyle again from Retro Reload. You have a magical wardrobe that leads to another fictional world. Where does it go? It's a little Narnia reference there. It's very nice. But you can put it anywhere you want, any fictional world. We actually like asking these questions back in the day on SGU.
I want that candy world, man. Give me that candy world.
Well, I think it means, though, like... Pick
like a real fictional world.
Established fictional world. Not just your head.
All right. Oh, that's a good question.
It is a really good question. Oh, by the way, Chris in the chat says, of course, a planet with you guys would be awesome. Oh, that's nice.
Oh,
Thanks, Chris.
Thank you, Chris. You just redeemed my hope in humanity.
well, the Wizarding World, of course. Harry Potter's world, I'll take.
Oh, I so want to go Hogwarts. That's a good choice, man.
That is good. I like that.
I went to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter Universal. It's the closest thing you're going to get to being actually.
It's in my backyard. I still haven't gone. Like it's right there.
I've been to the Orlando one, but I'm sure that one's amazing too. Yeah.
I gotta go.
Have you guys been, Maria? Justin?
Yes, with our wands. So everybody bring their wands. You gotta go, Francis. Get your wand.
I will as soon as I have money.
And you need to get. You need that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna pick either Star Wars because it's my favorite thing of all time.
Sure.
Or Willow, actually, which I have as a background on our screen here, because I love the movie Willow, and it's such an enchanting, I think, magical land, and it's cool. When the Queen's defeated, anyway.
All right.
Any of your choices, Maria, Justin, Craig?
Initially, I was thinking Star Trek, go see DS9.
Yeah.
But then I'm kind of thinking I'm rocking the Orville. I'm liking the Orville.
Oh, yeah.
What they're doing. Gillette, go to the world of the gelatinous people, or stay the hell of the way from from Bortus's race. Like, no, I don't want to get shut down, thank you.
I
Yeah.
thought you chose the gelatinous one.
Interesting. Well, Soleil, or a planet full of people that are stronger than you.
Yeah.
See what that's like. Yeah. I'd go with them.
Cool.
Sci-fi.
Awesome. Anything you want to add, Maria, before we?
I think I'm blanking on it, and this is bad because I'm a oncer, but it would be where the first season of Once was, where that town that was created. I would love to go there. Yeah, Storybrooke. Thank you. I couldn't think of the name. I was just blanking.
Storybrooke. Yeah.
You would pick Storybrooke over the Enchanted Forest?
Well, I mean, Storybrooke and the Enchanted Forest, but I love Storybrooke. I would love to see, just all those characters. Those are all my favorite characters coming to life. Those real life, the Once Upon a Time characters.
Yeah, fairy tales. That's awesome. I love that choice.
Yeah. All Disney. They're all Disney branded, though. That's the thing.
I know. I'm a Disney girl.
It's because Disney. Oh, yeah, it's a Disney.
Yeah.
It's ABC.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Marvel and Fox and everything.
In the chat, Tammy says Galaxy Quest. I love that choice.
Would love that.
Tammy says you travel in space and hit all the best cons. Yes, that's true because they're actors. That's a great choice, actually. Lister's Mate says Super Geeked Up has been one of the very few places on the net and even in real life that have made me feel accepted and wanted and even needed. I don't see any insincerity here. Thank you.
Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, much love.
That means a lot.
That's
Anthony,
awesome.
yes, and we love you, sir, and everybody here, and all you super geeks. I guess that's what we're going to use from now on.
Yeah,
Like it.
But thank you guys very much, and back at you. Victor says Sunnydale. I used to enjoy Buffy. I did too, but that's one dangerous place.
yeah. So
you live in a hellmouth.
Yeah.
So many
shit happens.
Principal's going to try to kill you. All right. That's a great show, though. Love it. All right. Thank you, everybody, for your chat. Thank you for all the people who sent all the questions. I really appreciate all these super random questions. There were some really awesome ones and fun ones. Before we get on out of here, also want to give huge thanks to Maria, Justin, and Craig. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for being awesome Patreon supporters for so long. You guys rock. Why don't we share some links again? Maria, where can people find you guys online?
Well, they can go to teamkli.com, but you can follow us on Twitter. I'm at Maria Duran. Find me there. And I just retweeted a bunch of SGU stuff, so you'll be able to find me easily there. Justin? Same place? Yeah. Stein Factory, and then also Team KLI.
Yeah. Awesome. You can see all on the screen there, folks. There's all their links. Yeah. And Craig?
I'm on Twitter at Craig Allen Poole. Follow me there.
Sweet. And Francis?
At AKA the other guy on Twitter, and again, sinceresarcasm.net is where you can find all of the weird stuff that I do, right in that little spot.
It's really weird, folks. He's not kidding.
Yeah, and of course, all the podcasts I do is also part of the Points of Interest Podcast Network, POYpodcast.com. Go check that out for a ton of podcasts you can be listening to.
That's true. They do a lot of podcasts. There's a lot of cool stuff, though. I've been on the show. It's a lot of fun. Let's see. I'm just looking at the chat. Thank you, everybody, very much for watching, of course, and all you people like Victor and stuff who are Patreon supporters as well. We appreciate it. If you would like to support us on Patreon, here's the link for you: patreon.com/supergeekedup. We really appreciate all your support. Again, like whatever it is, if it's $1, if it's $5, it all really helps us out. Keep doing this show, and remember, we try to do more cool technical stuff. And do more episodes this season, so we're trying to put your money to good use. Thank you very much. And of course, supergeekedup.com is where you can find all the other stuff. This Sunday will actually be our final DC Action Hour in terms of our regular weekly schedule. After that, we're just going to do some special episodes here and there. So you can join Marks and me 9 p.m. Eastern Time when we talk Arrow, Supergirl, Flash, not Legends of Tomorrow. It's not back new yet. Sorry, Black Lightning. That's the other one we're talking about.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of fun talking the latest episodes. We've also had actors on from the shows in our past episodes. You can check all that out on our website or on this YouTube channel. You're watching this very minute, and we're at Super Geeked Up on Twitter. All right, that's gonna do it, folks. Again, thank you everybody here. Maria, Justin, Craig. Thank you, Francis, for guest co-host. Francis actually will be back next week. Co-host again, and. You can put your comments in the YouTube section there if you're watching in post. We always love hearing that. Or you can tweet us at Super Geeked Up. Actually, Maria does that all the time. If she doesn't get to catch it live, I love seeing her tweets. They're always a lot of fun. And so we'll be back, of course, next Wednesday, 11 p.m. Eastern, as always, for some more geeky shenanigans, some more new stuff. Thank you guys so much for watching. We really appreciate all of you. We will see you soon. Until then, stay geeky, everybody. Bye.
Thanks, Jeff. Bye.
Bye.